Hey everyone, welcome to Sonali's Home Foods. Today we are preparing a simple, hearty, yummy and healthy pot of classic Italian soup which is minestrone soup. Of course, a vegetarian version. So let us get started. Let us start with chopping potatoes. First let us peel it and then cube it in medium sized pieces. I'm done chopping with them. I'll just put them in water till they are ready to be used. Now let us peel 4 or 5 big size garlic cloves and chop them. If you're going to use small garlic cloves, use at least 7 to 8 and chop them finely. You can also crush them if you want. Now let us start heating a big pot on medium flame. And while this one is heating, let us chop some onions. You can use one medium sized onion. Because I had this big one, I'm using only half of it. So now the pot is hot enough. I'm going to add 1.5 tablespoon of olive oil. And immediately add garlic, chopped garlic to it. Let us fry this garlic for just a minute or so. And now it is time to add the chopped onions. And now let us cook it. We don't have to cook them till they are brown. We just have to let them sweat. While the onions are cooking, let us start chopping the vegetables. I will start with chopping the carrots. So if you have one big size of carrot, take one or otherwise 2 small ones and make medium sized pieces of this. We don't want them very small, otherwise they'll become very mushy, and we don't want them too big too because we want them to be cooked properly. Now you can see that the onions are slightly cooked. So it's time to add the chopped carrots. And now give it a mix. I will also add the chopped potatoes here. And let us add just half teaspoon of salt so that the vegetables will also get some taste and it will also speed the process of cooking. While the vegetables are cooking, let's chop a squash, a medium sized yellow squash, and one medium sized zucchini. You can actually chop all the vegetables in advance before starting this soup too, but I'm so used to it now, so I just chop as I start adding them in the soup. We don't want to cook the potatoes and carrots completely. They're just slightly done, so this is time to add the zucchini and squash. Give it a mix. And let's cover it and cook it for just 2 minutes while we chop our celery. I've taken 2 stalks of celery here. You can skip this too. I don't always have all the vegetables, but every time the soup comes out really great. So add whatever you have in your refrigerator. So now let's add celery. Mix it. And while that's cooking, let's chop some bell pepper. You can take green bell pepper, red, orange, yellow, as per your choice. And let us add the bell pepper here. And let's chop some cabbage. I'm going to chop around 1.5 to 2 cups of cabbage. You can actually go by your feel, you know. There is no fixed proportion. You can just add as much as you like. Now I'm adding the chopped cabbage here. Let's mix all the vegetables. And now it is time to add 3 cups of crushed tomatoes. I'm using the big can of crushed tomatoes that is available in grocery stores, but you can of course use the fresh tomatoes too. Just blanch them or put them in the hot water for 2-3 minutes, then immediately put them in cold water, remove the skin and then process them in the food processor and you can add them. I have added almost 6 cups of water by now. And I'm adding one more, so that makes it 7. And now let us cover it and bring it to boil. While it is boiling, I will chop almost 2 cups of spinach. Now our soup is boiling after almost 4-5 minutes. And now it is time to add some uncooked pasta to this soup. I'm using 1 cup of ditalini pasta, but you can use any small pasta like small shells or small elbow macaroni which you get. Now let's add 1 cup or 1.5 cup of garbanzo beans or kidney beans, salt as per your taste and black pepper also as per your taste. I have used the canned garbanzo beans that are readily available in the grocery stores, but you can also soak the garbanzo beans, dried garbanzo beans or kidney beans for 8 hours and then pressure cook them for 3 whistles and then add them. Don't overcook them though, because we don't want them really mushy. It's been boiling for almost 4 minutes now, so time to add spinach. Please don't chop spinach very finely because that tends to change the color of the soup. I have experienced that many times, that if I chop it finely, the soup used to be a little bit brownish or greenish in colors. You can also get a bag of baby spinach and add it as is. Of course, don't forget to wash it. While this is cooking, let us chop some parsley. If you have basil, you can chop fresh basil also. I actually use basil more often than I use parsley, but today because I had the fresh parsley, I'm using this. Now the soup is boiling for almost 8 minutes. So I will add some fresh parsley. And mix it. Add 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning. And give it a nice mix. Now the soup has been boiling for almost 10-11 minutes, so let's check the pasta if it is cooked. And yes, it is cooked. So I'll just check the seasonings. And I think it will need some more salt. And I'm also adding a tablespoon of sugar to this. But sugar is of course optional. If you don't like it, please don't add it. And let's turn off the flame and serve our minestrone soup with a bread of your choice. But this is actually a 1-pot meal. You can just have it by itself. It is super healthy and nutritious, and it is super tasty. And mainly, it satiates your hunger. Do give it a try and do let me know if you like this recipe. If you like this recipe, please don't forget to hit on the like button. And please do subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. Let us meet very soon with another recipe. Till then, please take care and stay safe.